Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midwest GameFest. Everybody up for some D&D today?
Yep.
Oh, yeah! Let's get this rolling afterwards.
Awesome. So for those joining my stream, just so you know, Midwest GameFest is an annual game convention. They feature board games, card games, historical and other miniature wargaming, and role-playing games of all sorts. While you're there, you'll find cosplay events, panels, workshops, one-off custom games, organized play events, tournaments, and much more. Like this event that they've planned in conjunction with the Blackmoor Society to be an online extension. Blackmoor Society has been working really hard to bring players and game masters together to play role-play games at conventions, both virtually and in-house. Players of all knowledge and experience levels are welcome to join the tables. And there are some fantastic features for playing a Blackmoor Society game. They can include chances to game with special guest personalities in the community, which we will have today. At some events, there is loot like digital contents and freebies. Sometimes it's discounts. A lot of players will be able to gain access to a convention virtually that they might not otherwise be able to attend because it's out of their local area. And you get to play with some GMs that you might not ever meet otherwise. Lots of ways to connect up with Blackmoor Society. They have a Discord channel. You can connect with them on Facebook at the Blackmoor Society Players Guild or on Twitter at Loot Blackmoor. Also on Twitch at Twitch TV/Blackmoor Society. Either way, come join one of our games. We have them pretty regular. As a matter of fact, our game today was sponsored by Adventure a Week. They brought us the module that we're going to play today in Fantasy Grounds. It is one of their mini dungeons. For those viewing the stream, you'll be able to see the cover and everything for today's game. I don't really want to tell the players too much about it, but they know since they signed up for it that it's called Summoner's Remorse. It is mini dungeon number 4 in case you'd like to obtain it also from Adventure a Week. And I have just recently learned that they had a Kickstarter. They are bundling up all of their mini dungeons into a book and releasing it. Shouldn't be too much longer, it doesn't sound like, but they're redoing all the maps, putting in some brand new dungeons. It looks really exciting. You might check them out over on their website, Adventure a Week. And finally, we're pretty excited to get to talk about our special guest. He's with Creative Repository Blog. Simon, will you tell us a little bit about yourself and the Creative Repository?
Sure. My name's Simon. I'm with the Creative Repository Blog. And the Creative Repository Blog is really a lot of other people handle the mechanical aspects of Pathfinder and D&D and that kind of stuff. And I like to talk about story things. I create some randomly rolled characters. I look at minor deities in the Pathfinder universe, things that aren't really touched upon in some of their major books. And I, put out an article a couple weeks. I also run Hell's Rebels for a group called Dungeons and DMs every other Thursday on a Twitch stream, on the Dungeons and DMs Twitch stream.
That's exciting. We should get that posted up in my channel so people will hop over there and watch on Thursdays.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right, guys. For those who don't normally watch my stream, I run. Thanks for the host, Eraser. I run regularly a group called World of the Character, and the players in that game play themselves part of the time, and they play the characters that they've rolled up for D&D part of the time. When they're playing themselves, they are beta testers for a kind of like a virtual reality type function from a system called World of the Character. Their motto is bringing you, the player, into the world of your character. It brings things in visually for them, smells, feeling, sounds, lets them play. It's kind of where we're going to go today. You all are at Midwest GameFest. At the convention center. You've pulled into the parking lot, gone through the little lobby there. As you come around the corner following the signs to Midwest Game Fest, you see there's a table where you can check in and pick up your badges, tickets for any events you're scheduled to participate in, and the young man behind the counter there, will ask your name, hand you your packet, and observe that you get to participate in a World of the Character event today and give you special directions to a conference room to join that game.
Well, thank you, sir.
As you go into the convention, you see many people playing all kinds of different kinds of games already. Some of them are playing role-play games. Some of them are playing miniature-style games. Some of them are playing board games. But it's got something for everyone.
Oh my God! Look, they got Battle Masters.
Lots of oohing and ahhing. Ooh, this is cool.
They got Magic the Gathering over here.
Not a fan of it. I'm more a fan of the middle picture. And if I'm correct, the end, that's the actual tabletop style D&D stuff.
On the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm more interested in the far left and the middle.
Then you can wander over to that table.
Although I'll be wandering to this table.
So eventually, the con started fairly early in the morning, 8 o'clock or so, but eventually it runs about to the time you're meant to play in your World of the Character. So you head on over to the conference room they told you about when you came in. You can see as you come in the door that it's been set up with a round table in the middle and 5 chairs around it. And in front of each of the chairs on the table is what looks like VR gear with headphones and the kind of goggles sort of situation. It's all wireless, so it's not as heavy as a lot of the things you've probably seen. You'll be greeted
This looks interesting.
at the door by a lady and she'll ask your name just to confirm you have a ticket for the event. But then she'll hand you a clipboard with 3 or 4 pieces of paper on it, kind of like, when you go to the doctor's office and they make you do paperwork before anything.
Yeah.
Except as you look at this paperwork, it appears to be a character sheet. This is where you guys can tell the audience about your characters. If you would, if we can start with Gayland, that would be awesome.
Well, I am Genghis Tebow, and I will be playing Galen, the life domain cleric, follower of Diane Sect. He is a deity from Ireland.
Awesome. Is it Broad?
Brud.
Broad.
The other one was just way too complicated, simple as can be. My name is Silver Eagle 82 on here, and I am playing Brud, a half-orc fighter with a maul and a great axe. Both. So if I need to smash things with bludgeoning, I can do it, or hack and slash.
Awesome. Doris.
Righto. My name is Jtron, and I will be playing Doris. He is a warlock of the Fiend, which he is not too fond of. So, yeah, he's trying to find the great secrets of the universe, in essence, and other things.
Awesome. Killian.
All right. I fill out my character sheet with Killian's notations on it. Killian is a rather jovial little halfling with a hat that he is never without. He is a rogue, although he doesn't like to be called a rogue. He's really an archaeologist. He spends a lot of time studying history. He works for a local library, and he thinks that he wants to make his library more famous than any other library in all the world.
I love it. I have a rogue sans archaeologist in another game, and she likes to hand out business cards proclaiming herself as treasure hunter extraordinaire. Leaf.
So I'm Grinner, and I'll be playing Leaf Greyfeather, a Wood Elf Ranger.
Doing okay? Catching up.
Yeah, did that all come through okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow. CWN Ann?
And yeah, I think I've got just about everything on my character ready to go. My AC's being really weird on my character sheet for some reason.
Excuse me, miss. I think Grinner needs some help with his character sheet.
Awesome. She will go and lean over his shoulder and look down at the character sheet. Yes. What can we do for you?
So for some reason, even though I've got scale mail equipped and my dex gives me a certain bonus, it's capping my AC at 12 instead of 16.
What's your dex bonus?
My dex is +4, but the scale mail caps it at +2. So it should be the scale mail 4 + 2 for a total of 16, unless I'm misunderstanding it.
That's weird. It's like it's not putting anything in your armor.
Are you actually wearing the armor in your inventory?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't really know what's going on there.
You know how to wear armor in your inventory. You click on the little bag symbol in your inventory.
Yeah,
Doris says wearing.
it's equipped.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
is.
other thing, go into the main tab, open up the little magnifying glass next
I think
to
it's
AC and
going
see if the
now.
calculations are right.
Yeah, I think you're good now.
I think it's there now.
Maybe just going a little slowly, but it looks okay to me now. Anything else before we hop on? All right. So the lady will look over your character sheets and kind of then run them through it looks like a scanner. Just kind of reads the things you've written in. And then she will encourage you to sit down at one of the chairs around the table and put on the VR and the headsets. As you do, you start to connect to the virtual reality system, and you can see kind of in the big background screen, kind of a character and avatar type building menu. Down the right-hand side is a column with all of the actions your character can be taking. And at the bottom, there is a little window where you can see the room, the actual physical room around you. Once everybody has their gear on and done all of their avatar choices, you'll begin looking around and seeing each other all of avatared up. Thibaut, how does yours look? Tall? Thin?
Yep. He looks a little short.
I thought so. Doris, anything you want to add on your character? Descriptive wise.
My clothes are singed. My hands are burnt. I am in disarray. I don't look like I've gotten out very much.
Look around at my hands and like, am I wearing my character's outfit?
Yes.
This is strange. I'm my character.
And at the mention of singed, you all smell. That's old burning, but it does smell a little like charcoal.
Oh no, am I burning again?
I have some ointment for that.
Oh no, I'll be fine.
Brad, anything else to add to your character's description?
Brud is a staggering 7 feet tall.
So sitting across the table, everybody's looking up at you.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a troll! Kill it!
I'm just a half orc. Calm your tits.
Awesome. Killian, anything to add?
I'm looking way up, considering how short I am. I'm only like 2 feet tall to his 7 feet. Killian's a little tubby. I'm spending a little time looking at my hands. His nose is very round. He takes off his hat. He looks at it, holds it in his hand, and you can see his hair is all kind of like disheveled. He runs his other hand through his hair to slick it back before putting the hat back on and then readjusting all of the many things he is carrying around in various pouches, packs, and whatnot.
Galen grabs a hold of you and says, I caught him! I caught the leprechaun!
Get your hands off of me!
Where's my pot of gold?
No pots of gold.
Give me your
for
pot
you.
of gold!
Leaf.
No, nothing really. I'm a pretty standard white elf, or wood elf, almost as if I hadn't thought that far on how my character should look. So it's just normal wood elfy stuff.
Wood elf might also be white. I mean, it's certainly possible.
Things start manifesting as he starts thinking more about his character. Oh, there's this,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it pops up on him.
Got some leaves in my hair. I don't know, whatever. Some woad paint, whatever it is, something.
Nice.
Somebody help me restrain this leprechaun. We need to get so we can get this pot of gold.
No, don't restrain the leprechaun. You won't lead us then.
Get your hands off of me, sir.
So it's at this point that sort of a movie almost begins to come up, an intro like you might see on a video game. You can see a long time into the past. You can tell because it's kind of black and white, like all good movie and video games show the past. You're looking at a temple. It's in a forest, and you can see priests and area residents, and for whatever reason they're packing and leaving. Then you see sometime later, it is just abandoned. It's falling to a bit of ruins. Time passes and things start coming into color, and it looks like a group of sorcerers has taken up residence in that tower. You're seeing them in scenes of kidnapping local area citizens from, the villages that are not that far away. And as the scene begins to cut out and restore all in color, you are in a tavern in a local village, and several of the local authorities. One looks a little pompous, probably the mayor. One's got much more gear on him. He's probably the sheriff, but they are talking to you about what's been going on. And they're telling you that many of their residents have been kidnapped now. They're very certain they're being taken to the old temple. They give you directions on how to get there and offer you 1,000 gold to go and deal with the problem.
Make a deal with you, Mr. Leprechaun. I'll let you go if you buy me a drink at the bar, and then we can discuss where your pot of gold is.
I don't have a pot of gold, but I'm all about having a drink at the bar.
Let's go.
So you walk over to the bar, and the big burly fellow behind the counter, wiping mugs with his rag, as all good tavern keepers do when they're not actually serving anyone, glances up at you and says, "What can I do for you, fellows?"
Is he spit shining glasses?
Well, you know he is. I bring all the tropes to my game.
Beer in your dirtiest glass.
He looks you up and down. Tiny one, you couldn't do with the dirty beer. That would topple you. But how about this one? And he'll pour you a large mug, despite your size, of deep brown ale.
I'll have the same, and the leprechaun's paying.
Arr! I'm gonna walk up in my towering stature. your biggest mug you have of the most strongest beer, strongest ale, and put the deal down.
So the tavern keeper will pour you each one, and the mayor will come over and say, "No, it's on us, but don't delay too long, fellas."
Oh, sorry, I would be drinking. Could I have a water, perhaps?
Water? Who drinks that? But he'll send one of the barmaids out back to the well to fetch you some water anyway.
Get this one some dishwater.
If it's going to be a problem, I don't want any then.
I think I saw a horse trough up front. You could just dunk your head in there.
How
Don't
rude of
give
you.
the man a hard time because he wants to drink water. Let him be.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you said you got a problem. What is your problem?
Well, the local residents, they continuously go up missing. They're being kidnapped, taken from their beds, from their farms, from the blacksmith shop. It's terrible.
Oh my, that is terrible.
All the villages hereabouts, they've all been complaining of it. It's been going on for months.
Well, boys, it looks like we have a job to do.
Aye. And where do the villagers think they're being kidnapped to?
We believe that they're being taken to the old temple, the temple in the forest. We don't go there much anymore, but the sheriff reports activity about there these days.
Well, if there's something to be slain or killed that's taken them, I'll gladly do it.
Well, I was looking forward to finding this leprechaun's pot of gold, but let's go help these folks.
I don't have a... Okay, let's go. Puts his hand in his face in his hand, shakes his head. Mass murderer, delusions of leprechauns, and a pyromaniac. Just what I need.
I'm sorry, what did you say about me?
Hey, little one, do you want to go faster?
I go fast
legs
enough,
can
thank
handle?
you.
So as you step out the tavern door, something strange happens. On your visual heads-up display, you see fast travel comes up across the middle, and suddenly terrain starts moving by
I'm
very
actually
quickly.
just gonna push the button anyway.
You seem to be moving along at a very high rate of speed. Time seems to be passing.
Is there a
Keep
walking
it up.
montage? Like
Uh-huh.
some walking music?
Exactly.
It's like the 80s montage.
I will not sing, I promise.
I'm just enjoying this fast movement.
I forgot to ask Zell, this is being streamed at the convention center on some screen somewhere, right?
Yes, it is, in fact, being streamed at the convention center. I'm not so sure that it's a big screen like they did last time. I think it may be a regular computer screen, but yeah, we're picking up people from the convention for sure.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching.
So you are
And I hope you have a lot of fun watching it, as all having fun playing.
So, as the walking montage comes to an end, here you are. You are facing the entrance to a temple. You're in a largely forested area. The door, I mean, it's closed, but it doesn't seem locked or anything.
I'm gonna look at Killian. Well, either I go up anyway, or you go check for any traps.
You're up, Leprechaun.
Yes. No. Traps are not a problem. Just people who spring traps are a problem. So I'll wander
Alright.
over to the door and I'll.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I don't want you to be injured or anything, but I will cast guidance on you.
I walk over to the door and I carefully search around it to see if the door is in some way trapped.
What an excellent idea. You know, nobody in parties I run ever actually checks for traps. Wait, well, I know. I know, right? Like I don't purposely set out traps to stumble them, but whatever. I would do perception or investigation if you want to use, your hands and get more physical with it.
I'll start with a general look around, and then I'll start feeling around for wires, catches, that kind of thing. Again, I've not used fantasy grounds before, so just tell me what I need to do.
So on your character sheet, on the left-hand side, there are some tabs. This one will be under skills. So if you're going to do perception, you'll want to just scroll down until you find it. And then next to the number, there's a little die. And if you double click it, it will roll. Or if you click it and drag it into the chat window, it'll roll. Excellent.
Hey, Zell, is it bad that when you said physical, Olivia Newton-John started singing in my head?
Yeah, that only happened because you just mentioned 80s music.
Yes.
Can I go ahead and look around as well?
Yes, please. So Killian, you don't see anything indicating that you think the door is trapped.
Okay, in that case, then I will begin to touch around and see if I feel like it's trapped.
So in that case, you're going to want to give investigation. That's also on that skills tab.
I would like to look around with my Eldritch Sight.
And Leaf, you absolutely are very sure, looking at this door, that there is not a trap there. Quite the good roll there.
It's not trapped. Open it, Leprechaun.
Well,
Let's go.
Nope. I'm rushing on in. I'm ready for anything. The towering guy goes in first.
All right. So you open the door and are immediately confronted with stairs going down.
I don't know about the green troll. What about you guys?
What kind of fiend would place these here?
And by the way, did you guys get the map?
Yep.
Roger.
So, are you going down the stairs first?
Oh, yes.
Only one of you
No,
will fit on the stair at a time.
Hold on. You're big and mean and scary, and I appreciate that, but forbid that there is another trap on the floor that you do not see. And plus, I can move quietly ahead of you and see what else is up there.
I take one look at him going down. Having to look down this time.
give him a big smile and a thumbs up, and I adjust my hat.
What was that, little man?
I'm just saying, I can sneak ahead, see what's happening, check for traps, and then you can
I
charge
agree,
at whatever's
Digital
out there.
Mystic. He just wants
Well,
all the
you don't
loot.
have to worry. You can go right through.
Is it dark down there?
No. Looking down the stairs, you do see kind of flickering light, like there might be torchlight in that room down there. Are we letting Killian go first then?
Do I see anything magical? I do have Eldritch Sight.
I don't believe you do see anything magical. So presumably you're letting Killian go down the stairs first, but you are all coming down?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow right after him.
So across the room from the stairs, you can see the door. And pacing back in front of the door, you see a man. A man in a dark robe. Anybody want to see if they perceive anything about him?
Absolutely. What is he wearing? What is he, what does he look like? How tall is he?
I'm ducking down enough probably to see it. And looking.
Okay, well, Leaf, I'm not sure you see your own feet with that roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
You either, Gayland.
Yep, I was looking at Leaf.
Brud and Killian, though, notice something about the man. Those dark robes, they think he's probably one of the sorcerers or cultists that have been kidnapping people. But he looks
Okay.
like he was maybe a farmer or a regular villager at some point. When he notices you, he looks up suddenly. He seems to be talking to himself, pacing back and forth, but as soon as he notices you, he comes forward with a tortured look on his face, and he says, "Finally, heroes to take away this problem," and drops to his knees, turns his dagger on himself, and slits his throat.
I cast Spare the Dying on him.
From within the gaping wound of the corpse scurries an insect swarm.
Oh god. Okay.
I would like to produce flames.
Everybody should roll initiative, please.
Okay, I'm putting my character off to the side so it's not on top of the swarm.
Perfect.
So he can actually see it.
And Simon, that's on your main tab, kind of toward the middle, but it also has a dice on it.
Wow, Killian, you're on a roll.
Very nice. Killian, you are up. So in D&D 5e, you can move your speed, you can make an action like attacking, and you can make a bonus action. Depending on your race and class, you may have different actions and bonus actions available. Those things will be on your actions tab.
Okay, I believe I will. It says what's dash? It says I have dash. I'd like to dash. I am dashing.
Dash means you can move your 25 feet plus an additional 25 feet more as a bonus action.
Probably with
well,
the size of this room, you don't need to dash, but you can if you want to.
Well, I'm dashing. I'm going to dash anyway, even though I don't need to move that much.
Just
I will.
Oh, sure, you're a dashing one.
I will very quickly dash behind the half orc, and then hide because he's bigger than me.
Well, then I would just say move behind the half orc. Use your bonus action to hide.
Yep.
Okay, then I will do that.
Because your bonus action is, as a rogue, you have 3 actions. You can disengage, dash, or hide as one of your bonus actions.
So if you'll give me stealth. I was going to say add advantage, but you certainly don't need it.
Nice hiding behind the hulking orc.
So you moved and used a bonus action. That still leaves you with an action if you choose to use it.
I think not this round.
Fair enough. So in Fantasy Grounds, on the top of the right-hand side, there are crossed swords. That is the combat tracker. And if you open that, toward the bottom of that window, there's some dragon heads. One of them will be next actor. And if you push that, it'll move to the next person's turn.
Okay, so there's a dragon head at the bottom, you said?
The bottom of the combat tracker. So there you go. Leaf, you're up.
So are these bugs all over Brud?
They are currently in the square that
Just
the
under Brud.
cultist was in. Yeah, just under, because they're coming out of him now. Out of the cultist, rather.
I'll move over here on this other side, and then I'll use my short swords to attack them if I can.
You can.
And if they're crawling on them, I'll use the flat edges of my short swords to slap them so I'm not hitting him.
So they're not on your teammate. They are on the cultist / villager. Does that make sense? That one's a miss. Oh, and another miss.
Question: if you're doing it, would he have advantage to that? Being opposite side.
Oh, for flanking? Yeah,
So
I'll allow flanking.
Oh, I was going to ask, I don't have one of my swords coded for the offhand attack yet. But that last one that hit would have been my offhand attack.
Just -7.
Just basically take away. You can go into your sword, that offhand sword, and just take away the modifier. No, you don't have to code it. You can actually just take away the modifier.
You lose the modifier on the hit, though, right? On the hit, not on the damage.
On the offhand.
On the damage.
No,
I thought it was
you
the
lose
damage.
it
It's
on
the
the
other way.
damage.
It's the other way. Okay, so the 12 is a hit then?
Just roll the damage and subtract the modifier, that's it.
Yep.
You can actually subtract the modifier you do yourself in the modifier window in the bottom left corner. Just write -4.
It would just depend. Yeah, can you just give it 4 hit points back or whatever?
Can do. You feel like this didn't have as much effect as you thought it should, even for an offhand attack. Doris, you're up.
So technically, he would have took no damage.
Uh-huh.
Yep. just heard a Kong. And that's it.
Doris?
Question. Would casting Produce Flame and then throwing it be counted as an action and a bonus action, or 2 actions?
Produce flame itself is a bonus action? That's a question. Sorry. I don't have that spell up.
Produce flame.
Produce Flame is an action.
Okay, and then you want to throw it as your bonus action? Yeah, I can go with that.
Well, it's the same action.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to use Produce Flame as a weapon.
It's basically you're conjuring a little tiny fireball in your hand, and you can choose to keep it in your hand or throw it, and that's your action all in one. You don't have to use it as bonus action to throw it.
Okay, let's do that.
Right, that makes sense.
Believe me, I play a lot of druids. I know this.
Right, I'm going to use a firebolt. Produce Flame doesn't have damage I require.
Right?
Wait a minute. Are you the warlock anyway? So would you be using Eldritch Blast?
He's not that kind of warlock.
I have Eldritch Blast, but I'd rather not use it with people nearby.
That's a hit. Good damage. So the beetle swarm appears out of the villager and begins moving toward Brud and bites at him. Ooh, and happens to roll a 20. That did not feel good.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
And you're not sure why there's Silver Eagle, but that actually hurts. Brud, you're up.
Did you actually put damage on him? Because I don't see any damage on Brad.
Ooh, did I put it on the wrong person? Because I've been known to do that.
You didn't put it on anybody.
You didn't have
Weird.
myself targeted.
Weird. I know how to take care of that, though. Brud, you're up.
Okay, these things are swarming over me. The mall is not my best option for this.
Yep, probably not, unless you like beating on yourself.
Luckily enough, I have 2 hand axes.
Oh, chop yourself. Even better. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Oh my god, Brad chopped his hand off.
It looks like you might have yourself targeted. You hit the scarab beetle swarm.
Okay. Apparently I did have myself targeted.
At least you didn't hit yourself.
Oh, nice, a critical hit. Gayland. Did I lose you guys?
Nope.
Okay, whew.
No, still here.
So that,
Yes, you're
that looks
stuck
like
here
a
with
problem
us.
there. You have little critters crawling all over you. Let me give you a little hand there.
That's a hit. So the swarm of beetles is like thinning out, but they're starting to make kind of a hissing and clicking noise. Killian.
Okay, I'm gonna come out from around him while still hidden, so hopefully the scarab beetles can't see me. I'll whisper in Brud's ear, "Don't move." And then I take my short sword and try to scrape the last of the beetles off the side of his armor.
I love it. Now you're a rogue, so you should be able to get your
Advantage.
advantage, as well as your whatever stealth attack.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Thank you.
Okay, so how does this work? I want to move to
Like that. I just approved the move. Nicely done. And
Now hold control over the scarab beetle swarm and click the mouse button.
excellent. So now you have him targeted. Whatever you want to attack with, you can choose that from your actions tab. But before you do, underneath the chat window, there's some modifiers, so you'll want to hit the ADV for advantage button.
Now if you have your sneak attack coded, click that little button and then click your damage.
Yep, that's a hit.
You didn't roll your sneak damage.
No, but he killed him anyway. So you swing out at them as they're hissing and clicking. They make one final type noise, and the last one curls up into a little ball with its legs tucked under it, and stops moving there on the floor.
So Killian, when you clicked the rogue button or the sneak attack button, did you click the little running man for the effect?
Let's see, I don't see a little running man. All I see is the rogue sneak attack under rogue features.
Yeah. So first use the little magnifying glass there. And once you have it open, then you'll see the running man.
He
I
can
do
also
now. I do now. I
hit
see it.
display and go to group, and it will bring up the little buttons also.
Or
Actions.
Sweet, I see it now. Got it.
Awesome. So you have a dead ex-villager turned cultist and a heap of beetles here. Room in
Well,
the back, you have a couple of pillars and the stairs that you climb down to come into this room, and a door on the far side there.
The guy who slit his throat, I want to lean over and cast Spare the Dying on him.
While he's doing that, I wipe the last of the blood and gore off on Brud, since they were on him anyway. I don't really care.
Then I would like to try a medicine check to revive him.
Okay, Thibaut, I gotta tell you, this character was not meant to come along.
No, I'm not bringing him along. I'm questioning him.
All right, let's say he's revived.
So, where are all your brethren?
He speaks kind of gibberish at you at first, kind of garbled words, almost baby talk. And then he'll say, many brothers here, many brothers, everywhere. They're all over.
Why are you kidnapping the people?
Have to. Have to. Otherwise, they kill us.
Wrong words.
Well, Spare the Dying kind of heals him up, doesn't it?
I mean,
No, it just
prevents him from dying. It doesn't undo damage done to him.
Excellent point.
Well,
it says they become stable, so I'm guessing it does undo damage. Because that's the only way to make somebody stable. Otherwise, he'd still be bleeding.
Stable is a long ways from healed. It just means he's not going to continue to bleed out.
Yeah, he's not bleeding out, but it doesn't fix the hole in his throat.
I'm assuming I stitched it together with my medicine feet. But anybody else want to answer and want to ask him some questions?
Not offhand. I'm more curious about what's behind this door.
What's behind this door, sir?
Brothers, many brothers. The whole place, many brothers. Door? Oh, door. It's the way to the temple.
Open the door for us.
He will crawl over to the door and open it for you.
And then I will club him up in the back of the head.
Presumably, we didn't heal him but for one, so that's quite more than enough to take him out.
How to search traps. Use a cultist.
What you see is a stairway, additionally going down.
Lead the way, little leprechaun.
I will. This time, stay back just a little further.
Tell that to the troll.
I'm not a troll, I'm a half-orc.
I love that they're bickering.
I'm going to make my way slowly down the stairs, just in case any of these steps is trapped.
Before you leave, have this. And I cast Guardians on you again.
Awesome. Do you want to have perception as you're going down the stairs just to kind of look around?
Absolutely.
Nothing seems dangerous or strange or awkward about these stone steps going down. You don't notice anything there on the walls, no holes or anything that, arrows might come out of. And there's just a door on the other end.
Okay, I will look over the door then.
Looking, perception, touching, investigation.
I'm better at that, although I can't seem to roll well at all for this stuff.
You don't notice anything. You might be in a bit of a hurry, though.
Fine, then I open the door.
Inside this room, you see a large pentagram engraved into the floor. It appears to have red, that could be blood in it. And toward the back of the room, where that square is, dark colored, is a statue. It appears to have been desecrated. It looks like somebody chopped its head off at some point. It is a statue, though, with its arms raised out in front of it with palms up. You think at one point it was probably meant to look like it was offering something. At this point, you can see it bears a large stone in its hands. And all of that in a quick glance, as the first thing you notice is a whole bunch of cultists. Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Is everything okay up there? Mr. Leprechaun!
So, Leaf, you will be up first. Your friends want to know if you're okay.
No!
Oh, I didn't re-roll my initiative, actually, so let me do that real quick.
I was looking at your hit points.
Because
I
that
was
was
like, how the
still
hell
my
did you get a 34
from
initiative?
last term or whatever.
Oh, all right. Well, Brett, you're up then.
Well, I can easily see those cultists.
I would think you can see them big as you are over the tiny little halfling.
It's off center from the halfling because I can occupy his space at the same time.
Because he's a halfling, yes.
Yes. So I'm offset, so it's easy to get to my character.
Yep.
I'm smiling at this guy. A big old mouth full of teeth at him as I bring my maul down on him.
Nice.
Followed by a second one.
Very nice. Okay, Leaf, now it's your turn. I do.
I'm
I
assuming
would,
there's
if you
really-
want to, allow you to pass through your friend if you have room to get back. You can't both occupy the space with the halfling, but you could move into the space and come back out.
Well, I'm assuming I was actually thinking of there's really no way I can get a clean shot with my longbow, is there? Or are they blocking?
Let's assume that Brud is off to one side and Killian is off to the others. And Killian's short, so you could probably shoot over him if you were on that side. Killian, what did you say you were, like 2 feet or 3 feet maybe?
Yeah, I'm like 2, maybe 2.5 at most feet. I'm small. I'm really tiny.
Pretty sure he's not obscuring your vision much. That's a hit. Critical hit.
I really softened him up for you.
And then I'll step to one side so that somebody else can rush down the stairs if they need to.
Awesome. Doris, you're up. Again, you can pass into that space if you need to, as long as you don't stay there with them. And you can also shoot over the short leprechaun / halfling.
I'm just standing there, and all of these blows are just coming over my head. All of a sudden, I see a maul swing past my head. Now there's going to be like fire blast past my head.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wondering who you're partied up with?
Are they friendly?
That's a hit. What else? It's a hit. And with that, you all start smelling like burnt flesh. Ugh. That looks like a hit. Yeah, that one was a 1. Auto miss.
Am I? Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Galen.
I take off. He missed, so I take off my hat, which now is on fire slightly, and I put it out before putting it back on my head.
Ooh, what are you up to?
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, very
Lovely
nice.
frickin' ass spell.
Are you getting the back 2 with that?
I won't be able to. They'll be out of it. I have to actually move up there because it's radiating from me.
Ah, okay.
It's a 15-foot radius from me. So I have to move up there in front of Killian and
Brud.
And,
So you're
those
passing
two will be
through
back.
friends. Okay.
Yep. And I'm not affecting my friends by this spell.
because you're level
it says-
5 and you can do that?
Well, it says in the spell I can choose to have target as many targets as I want unaffected by the spell.
All right.
Ooh, all 8s, nice.
I believe you had 1 that succeeded and 2 that failed, so
Yeah,
other way
they take
around.
half damage.
2 that succeeded and 1 that failed. So, yep, nicely done. Couldn't have rolled better on that, could you?
All 8, yeah, I know. That's what I should
Nicely
roll.
done.
Holy crap!
And that's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Awesome. What do you think your spirit guardian looks like?
They're like little chaotic angels.
Awesome. Kind of spinning around these guys?
Oh yeah, they're spinning around and bumping them on the heads and running behind them and doing everything.
Killian, you're up.
Oh, you know what? They look like little angelic leprechauns.
They would.
Can I, if I don't move, can I throw 2 daggers?
I should. Well, you do have your attack and bonus attack, so you could.
All right. In
Don't
that
roll,
case, I'm going.
don't roll a 1 or you might just hit your friend in the back. But otherwise,
Okay.
yeah, I think you can.
I'll do that. Okay.
Oh, and these guys in the circle, their speed is halved. Not that it matters, they're gonna probably charge at me anyways.
Their speed is halved?
Yes.
Okay.
And anybody who
Actually, you know
enters
what?
the circles, it starts. They take damage and their speed is halved too.
How do if I want to hide behind the guy in front of me so I can get sneak attack, then I'll only get 1 attack, right?
Yep, because you're using your bonus action hide.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to hide behind you first instead.
All right. Give us some stealth.
It's not rolling, or everything is lagging a little, maybe.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely lagging because I rolled twice. I tried dragging it off too, and that doesn't seem to have worked either.
When you
Watch it sort of show up 3 or 4 times now. When
Well,
it does.
that'll be fine. When you drug it off, did you drop it in the chat window? Because if you don't, that one would never come up unless it was in the chat window.
I just did it again in the chat window, and it didn't come up at all.
Just double click the die next to the.
I did that like 3 times.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for you. It'll probably come up at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably 10
by
minutes
all
later, you
means,
see
go ahead
6
and roll
rolls.
for me.
You are well hidden behind your friend there.
From behind him, a dagger is going to come flying out.
And is going after which cult? Sorcerer.
The guy straight in front of us.
Sorcerer 4. If you control click on him, you'll target. There you go. You should roll with advantage because you're stealthed.
So don't forget to click the ADV in the bottom left.
Ooh, still a miss.
But you
rolling
actually
utterly pathetically today.
Actually, be glad you did not get a 1.
Right?
I'm super happy about that. So I try and come around behind the cleric's legs and launch one off at the side, but I flick my wrist wrong and it just goes bouncing off the stone floor like I'm skipping a stone across the water.
And the cleric is very happy you didn't hit him, because then you would really think you're a leprechaun.
Yes. Anything else this turn?
No, I don't think I have anything else left to do.
So the combat tracker toward the bottom, the next actor, Dragonhead. Perfect. My turn.
I'll get the hang of it sooner or later.
All right, what are you doing?
He moved into my spirit guardians.
Oh, he sure did. Nicely done. He's still kind of focused on you. And he's going to go after you with a dagger.
Okay.
Looks like he'll hit.
$16 on my Constitution save.
That passes.
Indeed.
So Spirit Guardians is still up.
I believe this one is also going to move up and try at you with his dagger.
I'm pretty sure they're all going to try at me, because they're taking these little angelic leprechauns are beating the hell out of them.
You're also the only person they can reach because they can't move through you.
True.
Looks like he misses, though. Boy, my cultists went to Star Wars school, right? With the stormtroopers? Oh, this one studied double hard.
What did 5 do? He didn't do anything?
No, he did not do anything, and I need to take that back off. That was just wrong. Broad, you're up.
Brad needs to take out some of those guys so he can move in.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. They're nice and weak for you, green trouble.
Very nice. That one's a miss. Leaf.
Step up there, and then do I have a shot at the guy that's straight ahead?
Well, Killian and Galen are both short and downstairs. Presumably
Both,
Doris
you have
would
blood there too.
lean to one side or the other.
I am short. I'm only like 3'5".
All right, yes, I think you can take a shot on the one straight ahead.
It's a party of midgets.
That's a hit.
Yes, Brud, the midget.
I'm not a midget. I'm a very, very tall midget at that fact, if that's the case.
Nicely
Is there
done.
anybody else that I can see or shoot at? Like that guy over there in the corner, or is that too obscured?
That's through the wall.
That,
You
yeah, I
can
think
pass
you'd have to shoot through the wall. That one too. What about the one in the back? 5.
it. Yeah, you probably got a line of sight on him.
And your bow has range for it, doesn't it? Oh,
Not
that
when
one's
you
a
roll
miss.
a 1.
Not
So who did you hit?
Well, let's see. There's all of you lined up there in a nice
Yep.
row.
Brud being the largest.
Well, we're going to let Leaf roll a d4 to tell us, but Galen, you're 1, Brett, you're 2, Doris, you're 3, Killian, you're 4.
It's Brad.
And I have been hurt, so your Colossus Slayer happens!
No, it doesn't, because it's only once per turn. I already used it.
Oh, okay.
So you just take 2 damage. Or 6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage. Sorry, I guess I should have tried.
Actually, that
No,
should
that's-
be 3.
Are you Oh, you're resisting. Yeah, so it's 3. It's not a magical weapon, is it?
Nope.
And
Just 3 then.
I love Fantasy Grounds because it calculated that.
Mm-hmm.
Doris.
There's an opening up here.
Yeah, you could run through friendlies if you wanted. Doris?
Right, I think I'll use command on the one at the back there. Hopefully it works.
All right.
Nope.
It succeeded.
Unfortunately not.
But where's your command?
Come. So you would do damage to it?
That would have make him walk forward.
Yes. It would have been a good idea. Good
Oh, don't
plan
worry.
if it worked.
I'm moving up. He's getting in it no matter what.
Righto. That mine done.
Galen.
Yeah, just move up 5 feet just to get him in there.
Yep, and you do.
And I will attack this one. God, I love this spell.
That's a hit.
Your turn, Leprechaun!
Killian, you're up.
I'm not a leprechaun.
You
I'm
see
not
all
sure
these
the
angelic
party
leprechauns
sees
that look
it
just
that
like
way.
you flying around.
Okay, am I still hidden, or am I unhidden now that he's moved away from me?
Well, he moved away, but you probably are still obscured based on your role there with Brud in your same space. So I'm going to say yes, you're still hidden.
Okay, I assume they have their attention to the cleric as well, so I'm kind of this time gonna sneak out from around the corner and hamstring the guy on the right-hand side of me.
Yeah, I'm
Sorcerer
sure I got
6.
more of their attention. And my little angelic leprechauns got their attention too.
Don't forget to target him.
And if he notices me, I pretend to be one of the angelic leprechauns.
I love it. Go ahead and give yourself inspiration for that.
How does that work?
So you click the little checkbox on the top of your main tab, or any tab really next to your name, and you can spend inspiration to do a few things. You can use it to give yourself advantage. You can use it in my games to, if you're taken down to 0 hit points, you spend your inspiration and only go to 1 hit point. You can use it to re-roll.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
And you don't have to use it immediately. You can save it for later.
Now, don't forget to put your sneak attack on.
Yep.
There you go, I see it on your character.
I'm expecting a whole bunch of dice to roll.
At level 5, doesn't he have like 2 or 3 d6?
Let me.
Yeah, it's only 1d6 on the sheet.
Yeah, you have to modify the code yourself. Every time you level up, you have to adjust it.
Do you know how much it is, Tebow?
I think it's 2 or 3 at level 5.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's 1d6 at each odd level. So it would have been 1 at level 1, 2 at level 3, and 3 at level 5.
All right. I added it to
Yeah, it's
it for.
3d6 at level 5th level.
I added it to your sneak attack for the future, but if you want to roll 2 more d6, I'll just add it on to Cult Sorcerer 6.
So just pick up the d6 and with the left button and then right click to get 2 dice and then throw them in the chat bar.
Did that work?
didn't see any. How about if I just take your d6 that you did roll and add that on?
So 2 more, 12?
I know, but we're having trouble with his rolls.
I'm not rolling very well today. My dice don't like me, apparently, for both actual rolls and being able to roll in the first place.
Alright, 12 more damage is perfect. It probably kills him.
Yeah, more than.
Yeah, so I pop out around the corner. He doesn't really realize that I'm there. He thinks I'm one of the leprechauns. I'm dancing around just like one of his leprechauns. And then all of a sudden, I produce a dagger in my hand and I shove it right into his spleen. And I go, oops.
But in doing so, oops may have let the other one notice you.
You still have a bonus action.
Might want to hide
And
again.
movement. Or maybe disengage and move away.
No, I look at him and I go, hey, what's that over there? And then I hide again.
I love it. You want to do a new stealth then? Not that I think your dice are going to love you this. They do, though. You're feeling very hidden.
As he turns to look over there, I press myself up against the wall, and again, I'm one of the other leprechauns. He thinks I'm just one of the other leprechauns.
Are you doing anything else this round?
No, one of these days I will totally remember to hit it when I'm done.
It takes a little bit of practice to remember all of the buttons in Fantasy Grounds.
I had this same problem when one of my GMs was running on D20 Pro. You have to hit spacebar to move on, and I just never remembered to do it.
Don't worry, you'll get pro like me and remember to do everything.
So, Cultist one there didn't notice Killian, so he's still pretty focused on you, Galen.
Oh yeah, and he took more damage from the little leprechauns dancing around.
He sure did. Holy smoke, he missed.
Did he hit himself?
I'm gonna say no. He might need to. I might need him yet. 5 is not going to forget to do something this round and moves up.
Oh, that one didn't even get to act.
Ah!
He died as he was walking.
Brad, you're up.
I'm sorry, Zoe, but Spirit Guardians is one of my favorite cleric spells.
Oh no, I love it. Nicely done, Brad.
Granted, it's an expensive spell. It's a level 3.
And you said it lasts 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Okay. Presumably you're going to take it on with you for a little bit, because I think we only had 2 rounds in here.
Yeah, we had 3 rounds, actually. So is it right in the combat tracker?
Indeed. Right.
I'm pretty sure one of those rounds was outside of this room.
Upstairs, yeah, because I didn't
Oh, yeah.
clear it. Anyway, you have a handful of cultists scattered about the floor here. In the back of the room, the statue has a
We
large
can't
stone.
search the bodies. Or are we just gonna move through here?
No, let's take a look around.
I'm checking out the door.
Don't
I'm looking at the
touch that!
circle.
the pentagram, you said?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Leaf, you're looking at the door you said. It doesn't appear either locked or trapped to you.
Cool.
Well, before you do
Brett,
your-
what did you say you were looking at?
Sorry.
Okay, I thought you were the other one that rolled perception.
I was gonna say, before you guys do your rolls, make sure I know so I can give you guidance. So I give you a D4 on your checks.
I will manually search the door.
All right.
Is with these absolutely horrible rolls from my perception and investigation. They're my two best things.
I could have gave you guidance.
Why don't you roll a d4? We'll assume he did give you guidance.
I gave you +1.
And with that, you don't feel that it's either locked or trapped.
Feels like your standard door.
I will wait for everybody to. Oh, you know what? No, I want to move over to the statue and search the statue.
All right. Go ahead and drag your character over there.
Right, what sort of check would I do on this magic circle thingy?
I think with magic, you're looking at Arcana. And Leaf, as you step just there, you hear a faint clicking noise.
Passive perception is not that
What
high.
is that?
You mean I haven't moved since last turn, Zal? Did you mean?
Oh, I
Killian?
did. Killian, sorry about that. Killian, as you move just there, you hear a faint clicking noise.
Feh. Then I look down. What am I stepping on?
Oh, you will find out as soon as she releases everything. Glad I got Spirit Guardians up right now. If you release some enemies or something, then
You suddenly hear hollering type noises from both doors, actually.
I think you set off the alarm. Good job, Leprechaun.
And they're opening the door as they come in, and you should roll initiative. All right, Killian, it looks like you're up first. You didn't really get to investigate the statue. You heard the noise, the clicking noise, and then people making noise and running in behind you.
All right. In that case, I will move forward a little and hide behind this corner.
Oh, behind the column? Oh, yeah, the corner. Okay, I get what you're saying. You don't feel very stealthy there.
No, I don't. But what do I know? I think I'm hidden. I'm hidden. Hey, look, guys, I'm hiding!
Maybe he's got advantage because he's the twin to my spirit guardians.
I could allow that, yeah. Want to roll again?
Sure, why not?
Feeling much stealthier now.
Hiding amongst your brethren.
So that's it for this round. I'll do other stuff.
You still have an action.
Do I?
Hiding is your bonus action.
Right?
Yeah, that is correct. So I'm hidden, so I will throw a dagger at Cult Sorcerer 6. Is that guy up, or is he dead?
He walked in the room.
He just
That
came
is-
in, yeah.
Cult Sorcerer 6 is going to get a dagger to the face.
And it's weird that they have the same name as some of the guys that were in here before, but, you know, it happens.
Don't forget you have advantage because you're hidden.
Indeed. And that's a hit.
And now you can put out sneak attack. There you go. Nice hit.
So I'm pretending to be one of the little guys. I'm dancing around behind the column. The other guy's like, "Oh, it's just some leprechauns." Then all of a sudden, a dagger flies out and right into his throat.
Awesome. He looks pretty decently damaged, too. I'm going to say you probably picked up your daggers as you were walking around in this room.
I'd only thrown one the last time, so I assume yes, I would have picked that one up.
Okay.
So I have one left after I throw this one.
Perfect. Anything else?
Damn it!
Doris.
Okay, got it.
Do remember, if you have any movement left, you can also move away too.
What do you got, Doris? Hit us with your best shot. That's a hit.
That guy's not having a good day.
Minimum damage. Yay.
It could have been a worse day. Still, you do smell some charred flesh again, I believe, with that. Leaf.
What's the door situation here? Is the door still closed? Or...
The cultist there, number 2, has opened the door.
Does it open into the hall or into the room?
He opened it toward himself, yes.
Okay. Then I'll just step up slightly so that I'm in the square directly in there blocking it, and then I'm going to attack him.
All right. Actually, you'll miss him.
Terribly awesome.
Kind of a lot.
So that's it from... And I've already advanced my turn.
Awesome. Cultist 1 is
Show
trying to
off.
figure out if he has any ranged stuff. So he is going to Attack at Leaf. And miss. You feel kind of a tingling chill there across the back of your neck, just the same. Two, on the other hand, is going to pull out his dagger. You got your spirit guardians right on him.
Yeah, I already did it.
Awesome.
You don't have to worry about me, Zell. I'm on top of things.
Yeah, I know.
Show off.
Yeah, I've been practicing with this program for years.
And he's a show off. It's fine. I don't know why my cultists keep targeting themselves.
They want to kill themselves, I guess, like the first one.
Yeah, I don't think these ones are as remorseful. Brad, you feel like you wholly resisted that attack. And you are up. That's a hit. And he collapses there in front of you.
Next.
That's a hit. Gayland.
I'm actually moving into Leaf's spot so I can smack that one cultist. But I'm just going to move to right behind him.
Okay.
And then I back up, and Cultist 2 will get an up shot on me.
Yes, yes, he will. But he misses.
My shield ding.
Killian, you're up.
Okay, so one of my halfling abilities says that I can move through the square of any creature that is one size larger than me. If I move through an enemy square, is there a way to do that without having him be able to slap me in the back of the head?
Stay within 5 feet of him. So for an example, like you could run up through Bread Square and then through the Sorcerer Square and then end your movement turn directly behind the Sorcerer and stab him from behind. And
That
because
was
you're
the
flanking-
general plan, yes. But I could do that without him getting an attack on me.
Because you
Yes.
stayed in his threatened area, yes.
Because
Alternately,
that
if
is
you
cool.
wanted to keep running, I would use disengage as a bonus action.
Yep.
So I'm going to move through Blood Square and the Cultist Square behind the Cultist.
Yep.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're in the way. Pardon me.
I very well imagine him looking down at his robes and like, what? What just? And you slip sneakily through because he's very focused there on Brud.
And then I'm going to stab him in the back.
Go ahead and target him. Roll with advantage. That's a hit. And use sneak attack.
So I stab him in his side, the back of his side, and I look at him and I go, I thought I lost that. Now I know where it is.
Very nice.
And then I still get a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Then I think I will disengage. And that allows me to do what? Just move away from him without getting attacked?
Yep. So you have 10 more feet of movement.
Bravo. Doris?
That was the most roguey thing I've seen a rogue do all day, or since I've been playing 5th edition.
Oh, run through somebody's legs, stab them in the back, and then back off? Yeah,
Well,
that
you-
was awesome.
Yeah, and use all their abilities to the T.
I am a treasure hunter. I am an archaeologist. I am not a rogue. Says I.
We get light cover from here.
Yeah, I'm afraid you do.
Still rolled 20 there.
Wow.
You incinerated him.
This time you guys are sure you're smelling charred skin.
Oh, yeah.
Not much fat on them, so it's not like bacon or anything. It's that nasty burned flesh smell.
Yes, turn to ash.
Leaf. First miss, second's a hit. Nice. Nope, you don't get this one before he gets to play this round.
Nope. But he still took a lot of damage.
Brud. Very nice. What are we doing? Oh, nicely done. And with that, you have vanquished all the foes. So your pile of dead sorcerer cultists is much bigger than it was a moment ago. Still the statue in the back of the room, and you have these two doorways with stairs.
I go back to the statue, stepping over the place that I stepped last time.
All right.
I think, right.
Brud?
And you're
Brud,
looking.
are you there?
My headset decided to mute itself.
Oh, okay. Wanna go
Yes.
bash that door to the right?
I'm gonna peer my way through. This door?
Yes.
Sure!
So, Killian, you notice that right there behind the statue is a 3-foot wide chute that looks like it descends further down. You think it may slope down, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 feet?
Hey guys! Hey guys!
on.
What? There's a way down.
Hold on, I got the troll in to open the door.
We're all gonna die.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and search the bodies.
You want me to give you a strength check on that, or athletics?
I would prefer strength. And I'm pretty excited. I think I just heard split the party, split the party.
As I'm with them all. Woof!
And this door cracks backwards off of its hinges. And you see into a room.
Hey, more stairs!
Up or down?
Do they go up or down?
Further down. In this
They go
room,
down!
in this room, you see a bunch of cracked pillars along the east wall. You do see a stairwell there in the middle. And 2 cultists.
Why would you go downstairs when there's this really cool slide?
So everybody should roll for initiative so we can keep it in turn order and everybody will get a chance to do their things, even if they're going down the slide.
Slip and slide.
So Leaf, you're up. You have heard Killian hollering about a cool slide, and you may have heard Bryn grunting something about more cultists and a stairway.
Yeah, more targets to kill.
Can I hold my action until one of the cultists steps into view where I can shoot him with my bow?
You may hold your action. Would you like to use any of your movement?
I'll move up there, I guess. And
All right.
I'm assuming I still don't have a shot there, do I, at either of them?
Brad, remind me you're big, yes?
I'm
Huh?
7 foot tall.
I think that's a pretty obscured doorway.
That's fine. I'll just wait for Brad or the cultist to move into view so I can shoot him.
All right, Killian.
But there's a slide.
We can use the slide after we kill these guys.
Fine. Plus, you went in the wrong direction. You always go left, and you guys went right. All right, give me 1 second.
GM in another game tricked us with that always go left and put the hardest part of the dungeon to the left.
Yep.
Got my character killed, 3 weeks ago? Was
What is
awesome.
Would that have been GeoQuester?
What
You
is
know
my
it.
Yep, that was the first Delvers of the season.
What is my move?
Halfling, you're 25.
Okay.
He hasn't
And
played in one of his games since.
if I use dash, I can move more, right? How much more can I move if I
So-
use?
You move 50.
Yeah, you double your speed, so 50.
And you can dash twice since you can bonus action dash.
So then you could go 75 if you wanted to. I'm not sure, but what that
You
would be
only-
right off
you
the
only
map,
get one
though.
Bonus action, so no, you can't.
No, you get your bonus action to dash, but you can also use your action to dash.
I'm gonna use my bonus action for dash.
Okay, well, I think that was 15. Are you going farther?
Yeah, I just because it was around the wall, I wanted to make sure I wasn't, moving through walls with my move.
Ah,
No, I will use my regular action to dash. So 35, and that'll be 50 total behind that. And then I will use my my bonus action to hide behind the pillar.
awesome. I'm going to ask you, though, to give me some acrobatics as you're hopping over that stairwell going down to make sure you don't fall down.
Whee!
Oddly, I'm not very good at acrobatics.
You didn't want to go down the slide, but you're going to fall down the stairs. Yeah, you probably do fall
Yeah,
down
I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
Now, you didn't roll a 1, but you did trip a little bit and make a little noise, so your stealth over there is going to be a little harder.
That's okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration and
Okay.
go, hey, look over there!
I love it.
And then hide.
Gonna roll your stealth and at advantage. Nice.
But
Welcome,
remember, Zella, you
furry
broke your
fate.
own rule. You ran through the traps.
I know, right? I did that too.
Priest died.
No, that's my rule for you. My rule for me is there are no.
No, she got there was some statue traps. The first one hit her, and she kept going, and all three of them hit her and killed her.
Okay, so I'm hidden, and I used. If I use one of my normal actions to dash, is that it? Is that I'm done? I don't
Yep,
get an
you're
attack
done.
action. Okay,
Yep.
then I'm done. I'm hidden behind this thing.
Awesome.
You moved. You used your action to dash. You used your bonus action to hide. You're done.
All right, so
And pushed next actor.
I did. I'm so good.
I'm so proud of my little guy over here.
We all are. Cultist 1 is going to go ahead and move up here because he has definitely seen blood.
It's kind of hard not to see blood.
Do I now have a shot at him?
Ah, yes, I think you do. You hit him.
No, Not with the second shot, though.
You probably hit Brud with that one.
Nah, not this time. That arrow's just lost forever.
It shattered on Brud's armor.
It went. What the heck? Brud, are you made of bricks?
Fortunately, the cultist isn't got very good aim either. Sorcerer 2 will move up, but he can't actually get a shot off there around the corner. Galen.
Am I able to get into this corner if I dash through those two? I'll probably take an op shot from 2 if I do that, right?
Are you small enough to get through Cult Sorcerer 1? Because I thought that was a halfling feat.
I was wondering if I could squeeze around the corner. That's what I was asking.
No, I don't think you can.
Oh, only can get that one then.
Yep. Brud. That's a hit.
And that's a dead.
Indeed.
You're welcome. I softened them up for you.
Cultist next.
That's also a hit. Doris.
I think he felt that.
Uh-huh.
What's that I hear? Another pile of ash calling my name? Well, I should answer the call.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
I know, I love it. This wet.
Leaf.
I'm gonna move over there if I can.
You're taking my spot.
You can share a spot with me.
Lots of little people.
Wow.
You're just all rolling really horribly today.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're not even targeting.
Well,
No,
he
those
started
are-
out targeting himself and the cultist.
That's weird. I don't know why I did that, but I was just trying to attack the cultist with my sword.
But you missed.
Yeah, I'm assuming that all of those are misses. So.
No, I think the 12 is a hit.
Oh, you got hit with your offhand.
Ooh, 1 point of damage.
Well, pink! Ow, I just got scraped for minimal damage.
Paper cut.
I got a hangnail.
Killian.
I did before. Can I occupy the same square as the elf?
Occupy anybody's square. You're a
Yeah.
Oh, I can occupy anybody's square. Oh, I'm awesome.
halflings have that ability.
So I sneak across the edge of the wall. So not really that diagonal, going around kind of that curve.
Yep.
And I'm in the elf space. I look at him, up at him, and I go, shh. And then I tap the cultist on his other leg, and when he turns to look, I stab him in his spleen.
I love it. Target him.
I'm still stealthed, so do I have advantage for that?
Indeed. That's a hit.
Roll
And
that beautiful sneak.
yep, roll your sneak, please. Nicely done. Now, you have a
Tap,
bonus
tap, tap.
action yet. You could disengage because you didn't use much of your movement and back up.
And move out.
Ooh. In that case, yes, I will disengage.
And this is why everybody hates rogues. This guy is
I remembered!
That's awesome.
Is he gonna cry?
Well, he probably should, but he's not going to.
Who is it going to go after? The big old menacing thing or the elf?
Well, he's a cultist, and he's a lot more afraid of you than he is of the elf. Which is why he misses. Galen. Did you do that just by moving up?
Yep.
Nice.
Because when they first enter it, they take the damage, and then if they and anytime in their turn, if they're in it, they take damage. So, gentlemen, we have a choice. Do you want to go down the stairs, down the slide, or go to the next room? I think
We go in the other direction. We should have gone left in the first place. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way to the other side.
Where's the grade for us?
Can we take a quick peek and see what's at the bottom of this staircase? Like, is there a door down there or something, or does it go into a room?
You can peek and see light from another room just by standing at the top and looking down.
Okay.
Happily trump in the other direction, and as we move through the other room, I pick up the dagger that I threw before and did not pick up.
Why don't you pick up the rest of the daggers from all the cultists?
What, do the cultists have daggers?
Yeah.
I want them all of them, so I can throw them at people.
He's just gonna have a bandolier of daggers.
Yep, I'm gonna throw them at everybody.
So I believe that all 6 of those cultists originally had daggers.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's
now
6 daggers there.
they don't.
So now you have 8 daggers.
Yes, to throw at people.
So
From stealth.
add that to your ammo on your character sheet.
And your inventory if you want.
Oh, what's this? The piles of death.
Well, I'm gonna bash open this door.
All right, let's
Can't you
take
just
some
check and see if it
strength.
opens?
He's a fighter. That's the way he checks.
Yes.
I think it bonged back on your head with that 6. This door is more sturdy.
Other
Yeah.
door was more fragile.
This one seems solidly intent on staying put right there.
Ah!
You're gonna let the halfling try to open it now.
Sadly, I can't do much with the movement. I'm too big and there's too many people in the way. I would be scraping everything.
It's currently just sort of bringing it. These
You're breaking up there.
episodes. Doris is cuddling.
I don't think you're holding your push to talk down.
Seems, which kind of notices it's just his fingertip spinning.
Does someone else smell baking ham?
Ham smells sounds good.
I thought those were potatoes.
What's this about ham?
You notice sitting there in the Midwest Games Fest area. I wonder if they're making ham for dinner tonight.
I'm gonna kind of brace myself a little bit, kind of massage Brud's shoulder and whisper in his ear in Orcish, "You got this. You can do this, man. This door ain't nothing. It can't hold you. You got it. Get it."
I'm gonna pull out some
Try
ointment
to
and
give him
rub
the
it
help
in
action on his next attack roll on the door.
Woo! Okay.
and rub some on Doris.
Well, what are you doing with that?
It's for dry skin.
Well, I can't say my skin's very dry.
Well, it's kind of crackly and burning, so I consider that dry.
I have no idea what you mean. My hands are fine.
While everyone is discussing this and the half orc is getting ready to swing at the door again, I'm gonna kind of sneak between his legs and see if there's like a doorknob and the door will just open.
All right, so you move up into his space. Now, perception.
My character sheet's not coming up. 1 second. Why can I not roll over a 10 on like any of my skill checks except for stealth?
Well, with your bonus, you manage the 10. You find a doorknob. Are you turning it?
Is the doorknob trapped?
Well, you don't think so.
Well, then I turn it.
And here you see very ornate pillars along the west wall, another descending stairwell, and
A door to the left!
More cultists. At least 2.
a whole bunch of cultists hanging out here in this room. Let's do some initiative.
Wow.
Oh, gee.
Well, looks like Killian's going first. And then all the cultists.
So, initiative seems to be the one thing you can roll.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw one of my many daggers at a cultist.
I love it. Pick one and target them. I'm afraid they're not surprised since there was just a big knock on the door and you opened it suddenly. And you missed that one.
You might want to disengage in front of him.
Yeah, get back. Let the big guy be in the front. Because that's where I would have been.
I give him the thumbs up. It's all you, man. It's all you.
Awesome.
Don't forget to end your turn.
What's this guy going to do as a big old thing is in front of him?
Well, he's a cultist and not very smart, but he's going to move up here. And pull out his dagger.
Look, Killian, more daggers for yourself.
That tickled.
Two doesn't have a target on anybody. Three, however, is going to try. He does hit his friend. Four. Oh, four is also going to try that. And miss. Five is kind of trapped over there by the stairs. Galen.
Since you got a gentleman need some help.
What you got? Yeah. Leaf, you're up.
So I'm going to shoot this guy right here first.
All right. That's a hit. Nice.
Then I'm going to use Orb Breaker to also loop an arrow into the guy behind him.
Okay. Nice.
use my last attack to shoot that guy again.
Okay. Nice damages. Doris, what you got for us?
I'll at least try to fire a firebolt.
Don't roll a 1. A miss.
rolled it!
You missed, but you miss your friends too.
Just.
Brud.
Might as well step right in the middle, right in that proper square, and swing away.
All right. That's a hit.
Stepping on the body so I can get another clear shot on another one.
All right. It's a hit. Killian.
Okay, so I'm going to start by hiding behind the elf and then inching my way forward along the side of the wall to be back to legs with the half-orc. And then from there, I will... I'll use my bonus action to hide. I will stab the cultist number 2.
So you're going to move up into Brad's square then?
C.
Okay. Yeah, you are sneaking.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
So you're going to attack with advantage, but you already have Sorcerer 4 targeted, so you will want to untarget that one.
And if you happen to look up, you'll see a giant smile on Brad's face as he's smashing things.
That's a hit. And since you were sneaking, you get your sneak attack.
He just has to have an ally within 5 feet in order to get sneak attack.
Indeed.
But I like sneaking, even if I don't absolutely need to. I think it's funny. So yeah, I sneak up behind. I sneak up between his, and I'm like back to back, a bad buddy cop movie poster. And while the other guy is distracted by the half orc, I stab him in the kneecap.
Nice.
There we go. I remembered.
And good news is, you're not so much menacing as I am.
Right? This one doesn't seem very menaced by you.
I still partially resisted.
Are you okay up there, Brud?
Brad having fun.
Every time one of the cultists looks at us, I'm like, no, you don't want to hit me. You want to hit him. You want to hit him. Him? You want to hit him.
tossing most of their attention to me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Galen.
Excuse me, Mr. Elf. I must tend to this troll.
Fine, I'm a troll. I just don't want to fight you over it.
I walk up there and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Nice. You feel better.
Oh, yeah.
I rub it in the right spot.
Of course, you're always Robbie. You always have to know where to go.
Leaf, you're up.
Can I shoot that guy, or do I not have range or visibility?
Well, I think you're sort of clipping the corner, but I think you could try it at disadvantage.
Nah, fuck that.
Always move into my space and then back out.
I'll just push through my friends and stand at the top of the stairs there, if I can do that, and then attack the guys with my swords.
I'm going to allow that. That's a hit.
Damn. All hits.
Nicely done. Doris, you're up.
Well, if you guys did notice, my Spirit Guardians has dropped, and you guys are all blessed.
Mmm.
You can only have one concentration spell up at a time.
Okay. Now I understand what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right, you say that, but I don't feel very blessed.
Sorry, Doris, I could not bless you. I can only bless 3 at a time.
Oh, of course. Force ointment on me and then not bless me.
You going after? All right.
Would I be able to hit Cultist 5 from where I'm standing?
Whew, again, I think that's clipping the corner. I'd allow it with disadvantage.
Righty-ho. Come on, lucky dice.
That's a miss.
Oh, boo.
I just realized I could have blessed you if I would have cast it at level 2.
Yeah.
Broad.
Blood smash.
Nice.
That would, since I'm taller than most of these cultists, thuds them all straight down on his head and splat.
Alrighty then. I will.
I would say do your attack, do your stealth at the end, so at the beginning of every round you can do your sneak every time. Sneak attack.
Except I'm not stealthed right now. But what I can do is stealth, attack, and then use my bonus action to re-stealth, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Basically, I'm dodging and weaving back and forth between the elf and the orc's legs, trying to stay hidden from these guys.
The thing
and poke
is,
out
is
from
you're
between them.
using your bonus action as stealth right now. So you
Can I
can't
not-
use it again.
Before you do that, though, you do get advantage because you've got opponents within the 5 foot there. Do you also need to stealth?
I guess I don't. I can just take advantage. I will narrate my advantage as me running kind of back and forth between the legs of the elf and the half-orc to confuse the enemy before me.
I love it.
And then I will lash out at my attack at Sorcerer 3.
All right, make sure you roll at advantage.
I think one of your friends lost this. I shove my dagger into his
Don't
thigh.
forget to do sneak attack.
Yep, nice hit.
Nope, that one was mine. I'm sorry. I need to take that back.
Now you can bonus action disengage and back away. Or stealth.
I will bonus action stealth so he can't see me.
All right.
To be honest, there's a big benefit
Hey,
of
look over there.
having all these people that are tall.
Mm,
I've been a huge fan of small size races do pretty much everything.
I just find it funny that halflings are the ones that get the small thing where they can crawl through people's things, but gnomes are smaller than halflings.
right, and they don't get that.
Are they smaller than halflings in 5e? Because in
Yep.
Pathfinder in 3.5 they weren't.
But again, it's because halflings are nimble, which is why their racial advantage is a bonus to dex, whereas gnomes are smart, which is why their racial advantage is a bonus to int.
There you go. But I am done stabbing people.
And 3 went ahead and missed.
I'm laughing at number 3 as he does that.
Actually, 4 is also going to miss. Galen. What you going to give us, T-Bow?
I'm moving in and smacking 3, and then I will take op shots from both of them.
How are you taking op shots from both?
Because I was moving in the blood space and then backing off.
Okay.
I had to move because I had to move through them to get into the room.
Yeah, I'm going to use Sorcerer 2, 3 for both, but
It's fine.
You have Brett targeted, by the way, not Galen.
sure do.
Okay.
Well, what was the max damage for that?
It was 6 partially resisted.
So it was
So
6.
it would have been 6.
So I just
Right,
dropped.
so I put it on myself.
Oh, well, I'll take it back off then.
Then I will bonus action healing word. Nobody, because nobody needs a heal yet.
Sorcerer 4 hasn't been damaged at all, has he?
Nope.
No.
Nope. That one's a hit.
Can we see down that hallway?
The stairwell?
No, the hallway to the south.
Well, now he's taking some damage.
Doris.
I assume he gets soft cover then.
No, I'm gonna say Killian's short and Brett is slightly over. Mostly because you don't need any more disadvantage. Nice hit.
Way to go, Doris!
Ha ha ha, take that.
Well, Brad will finish the job.
I
the
think you
crit,
might
Brett.
too.
Oh, a crit!
Yes, he will definitely finish the job.
You have turned the cultist into a fine paste.
I think so.
Brutal critical.
Brad critical.
So
Brattle, critical.
What's to the south, Brad?
So down to the south, you can see another room. It looks like it might be where the cult meets. There's
Are
pillars
anyone in there?
against the south wall. I think the people in there would have come up when you were fighting in this room, don't you?
Yeah.
I look at Brud and I'm like, I'll check. I'll take a look, buddy. You just wait right here. Slowly move down the corridor, this time looking for other pressure plates that I might step on and not set them off.
Awesome. Let's go perception since you're looking for them.
Why can I not roll over a 10 on perception and investigation checks?
Because you're proficient in them. It's how it must be.
I'm proficient in stealth and I managed to roll over 10s in those.
So
It's
you
like,
don't
nope, nothing to see here.
Yes, you're not wearing your glasses.
You don't find any traps or pressure plates along the hall as you go. You think there might be some kind of papers or books or something here in the room proper, though.
Oh, I definitely want to look through those.
All right. Let's investigate the books, shall we?
I will.
Not that you roll better at that.
Mother.
You know, you're actually full of a lot of laughter when you roll. when I see your rolls.
Nope. Nothing here, nothing here. I'm like flipping through pages of books, throwing papers around. Nope, 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 nope.
There is one paper on the far side of the room that is drawing your attention.
Ooh.
Need a hand.
I invest. I go over and check the piece of paper.
Galen, it looks like, is going to get there before you. He picks up the page, looks at it for the moment, and turns around to show you a drawing that looks a bit like this.
Do I know what that is? What is that?
I don't know. Do you know what it is? You want to roll for that?
I would love to. What should I be rolling?
I'm thinking this is probably things you might have learned of in nature or in history.
Might it have to be survival or religion?
I'll take some survival.
Oh, it's just an insight.
I could.
Good God, I can't roll a thing. And history is another one of those things that I'm really good at.
Might I be able to roll nature?
Absolutely. So, Galen, was that
Okay.
investigation? That was the one you rolled when you moved into the room, right?
Yeah. But that's how I found the picture.
You know what? I'm moving in. They're looking at something on a piece of paper. I'm kind of like, what the hell are they looking at?
Doris.
Well, I think I know what
Hey,
it is.
Crispy, what's this?
Doris, I think you do know what that is. You think maybe that's a naga in that drawing. And
I think
from some
Zell
of the
just cut out.
text around about, you think
Do
they
you
might
think
be.
what? And then that was that.
You think, Doris, that it might be a naga in that drawing? And from some of the text, you actually think the cultists might be worshipping it.
So, what's
Is
at the
that a
bottom
good
of
thing?
the stairs?
Oh, who would worship such a horrible thing?
Or maybe they're feeding the people to this thing since they're disappearing.
Anybody else looking at the papers and things?
I'm looking at it, and I rolled a survival check. See if I actually know a little more, being out in the wild at times.
I'm checking out the stairs where I've been standing this whole time waiting.
Awesome. Looking down, you see another room lit. Are you going down or just looking?
I'm gonna go ahead and just slowly start sneaking down, I guess.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Wood Elf. We'll be with you in a while.
It's not a Delvers, it's not timed.
Though it is a little bit because you guys have another game to get to, right?
That's the only timing on of it. It's the timing on how long we can do for our next game.
But anyways, yeah, I'm heading downstairs slowly, kind of checking this room out that's down at the bottom of the stairs or whatever.
Whatever that picture is, when we come to it, we'll kill it.
Is that your sister, Brud?
Heck no, I'd have no sister. Just bunch of brothers.
Would that be Brad with a B-U-R-D? B-R-U-D-E-R-S?
Oh, wow!
So, Leaf, as you creep down the stairs there, you see that this is a slightly darkened chamber. It's not as brightly lit as the others you've been in. And it's kind of dank, like moisture has been in here.
Okay. Can I see anything in that hallway to the south?
Yep, you see a doorway down there.
And then is there also a door up there to the north?
The wall to the north does look strange.
I'll go up and take a look at it as I'm waiting for the rest of the party to come down, since I gotta get off the stairs anyway.
But guys, there's a slide.
I say we go use the slide.
So
Brad's going down these stairs.
you know there's something fishy about that wall, but you just can't figure it out.
Right, in this room of notes, is there anything magical about any of these? As I am using a magic site.
You don't see anything in this room that feels magic. You do notice some of those documents, are like interesting. They have drawings and words upon them, but none of them seem to be exuding magic.
Right, there's nothing in this room for me.
Well, let's catch up with our fellows, since they are dead set on pushing ahead.
I grab Killian and we run for the slide.
Oh,
We're gonna do the slide!
I love it.
Let the party.
No for the splitting the party.
Okay, Leaf, you're investigating that wall? The one to the north of your room?
Yep. I already got the roll in there for you.
So you notice there that is definitely got a secret door. Right there. Which is why the wall looked so funny, because I was trying to cover it up because the map maker did a shit job here.
Oh. Well, sorry. I guess I just thought it looked odd. I didn't realize it was supposed to look normal or whatever.
Oh no, it looked odd all right.
Alright. Can I figure out how to open up the secret door, or?
What could smash it?
I think you probably could, and based on your investigation, you probably do know how to open it.
Cool, well, I'll pop it open if I can.
All right, and Killian and Galen are going down the slide, yes?
Yes! Split the
Yep,
party!
he's in my lap.
I love it. So you two slide down and drop into a room. There's another statue here in the center of this room. It also has its hands outstretched, and there's a glowing scarab-shaped stone placed in its hand.
Ooh.
We fought a scarab earlier.
Take a
today.
look. Is there any historical significance to the statue or the scarab?
What you also notice and they're surprised by you.
Surprise!
So you get a whole surprise round, but you should roll initiative.
Hey, buddies.
That's my full movement this turn or whatever. And can I make a perception check to hear if I can hear anything going on the other side of the door, or?
Yes, I'll allow that. Yeah, you hear shouts of surprise. You might have heard Galen going, "Whee!"
Well, shit, then I'm gonna take a bonus action and dash up to this door here. And I don't know if I can do anything else or if that's gonna be the extent of it, but I'd want to basically bust in to get into my friends as quick as possible.
I turn to Killian and I say, my mother always told me that leprechauns were evil and mean, but you're the nicest leprechaun I ever met.
And Killian, you're up, and this is your surprise round, so make good use of it.
Advantage.
Okay. I will go, hey, I think you lost this. And then try to stab the cultist who's right in my square with the dagger in the eye.
Gonna try to put you guys just a little off kilter so that you're standing in their squares, but because you just landed on them.
Are we standing on top of them? Did we fall on their heads?
You fell on them. Yep, we'll say those two are prone.
Awesome.
Do you get advantage in the surprise round or no?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how surprise.
Well,
do you get advantage in the surprise rounds?
The two that are going to
Yes.
be prone, you get advantage on.
Good, I'm attacking one of those.
Okay, give me a sec to mark him prone.
Oh, mark Killian prone.
Oh, shoot.
Which ones do you want the prone on?
I'm not
Put it in
dead
there for
yet.
5 and 1. Oh, look at you go.
you. There you go.
All right, Killian.
And you get your sneak attack since I'm 5 feet within you.
Besides, he had advantage, so yes, all of
Yeah,
that
that too.
granted sneak attack and
Are you an
critical, so this
assassin?
should roll a lot.
I am a treasure hunter. I'm an archaeologist. These things must be put back in the museum. These guys are stab, 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 stopping me from doing that.
Oh, I love it.
What else?
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I can do?
You can attack with another dagger.
Oh, I can? Then I'm totally going to do that.
You just don't get sneak attack.
I don't get sneak attack and I don't get advantage. I just
Oh,
regular
you get
attack.
advantage. It's just a regular attack with advantage because he's prone. It will automatically do the advantage since he's prone. Another crit.
And what is that bless that you've got on it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no sneak attack this time.
I'm afraid not.
You only get that once a turn. But you killed him.
You see
Apparently,
what happens when you don't let me put these things in a museum? You get in. I don't understand people these days.
apparently falling on him surprised him a lot, especially since you had your dagger out.
Stab, 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 stab.
All right, end your turn.
Leaf, you're just on the far side of that door.
Can I open it as a free action?
I will allow that, yes. Since it wasn't locked.
I'll open it and attack a cultist.
All right, which one?
Hey, Mr. Elf, welcome to the party.
I guess the one that my cleric friend is sitting on top of.
Since he's prone.
That's a hit. Also a hit, and he's wounded. That's a hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Doris, you're up.
You guys took the stairs and missed all the fun.
Barreling down.
I see a giant orcish, trollish, I don't remember, thing come barreling down the hallway.
Well, it's still technically Doris's turn.
Wow.
And Doris, I think your mic might have been muted because you didn't say anything.
No, I have not said anything yet. I was going to say, does he have light cover because there's the elf in my way? But now I'm assuming it has heavy cover because there's now an elf and an orc in my way.
Well, technically
No,
the
the
orc
orc's
is
not
in
there
the
yet.
Right, elf in my way then, light cover. Actually, no, it would be heavy cover. But no. I'm trying to figure out what that statue would be. Still heavy cover, I assume.
Oh, yeah, actually, the statue probably is in the way. But Broad isn't up there yet. Did you want to move into that space?
Oh, I'm at the edge of my movement already.
Ah, okay. I'm afraid that's a miss.
Haha, rats.
Now
Yeah,
So you moved already.
I can't really do much right now. I'm not gonna waste one of my deals just yet.
Nice.
Anarchist. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
All right.
See? I told you, man. The slide was way more fun.
And I will attack that one.
All right. That's a hit. Does spiritual weapon not do damage when you first cast it?
Oh, I already rolled the damage. It did 8 damage.
Oh, yep, I see.
We'll say it's occupying the statue spot.
So, Cult Sorcerer 1 will be standing up and pushing you back out of the way so that you actually are kind of in that diagonal where you are now, but that will eat up his action. Two sees the big thing that just came in the door.
Well, yeah.
Critical hit, minimum damage.
Oh, I love it.
Three. Killian, were you stealthed? Killian, were you stealthed? I think 3 might see you.
I was not actually stealth. I did not take a... Yeah, I double attacked. I didn't have a chance to stealth.
Okay, so...
Needless to say, my screaming would probably be more menacing.
Not behind the statue.
Not behind the statue, it won't.
Yeah, he can only really get to me at this point, which is understandable. I mean, I haven't been hit this entire game. If he hits me now, I'm not going to feel horrible about it.
Well, they have been not rolling well, so odds are he won't.
And even if he does, I'll just stab him in the face.
Oh, turns out he does. Again, 4 notices the big one that came in the door. But misses. Killian.
Ooh, does that mean it's my turn?
It is.
Alright, so I get... From being within 5 feet of someone, I can use my sneak attack.
You could use sneak on Sorcerer 1 because that enemy has enemies in 5. It's Sorcerer 2. Doesn't have any enemies next to him.
Three-
Okey-dokey.
3 and 2 you wouldn't get sneak attack on.
Yeah, but 1 and 4 you would.
Okay. 3 and 1 I would get sneak attack on?
No, 1 and 4. 1
The
because...
one to your left and the one to the light, to the bottom of the arc.
Okay. Then I'm going to do the one to my left, because you always go left.
Right.
Always
Never
go
gets
left
you
did
killed.
not mean just taking left turns. You always pick the left-hand side. That's what you do. So, I think he lost a dagger too, and I have to return it to him.
I think he hasn't lost his dagger yet.
No, I'm sure one of these is, I promise. I don't get advantage, though, right?
Nope.
But you do, because he's got you in 5.
I do. Isn't that lovely? Pardon me, I think you lost this.
Don't forget to target him.
That was a
That's
crit.
okay. I got this. There you go. Sneak attack.
Dead. Now I can occupy that spot.
Indeed.
And then no, can I hide here?
You can try.
I will then. Probably. Why can I not roll well on skill checks?
It's probably because you're in plain sight, so that's why you rolled poorly.
That could have something to do with it.
Could end your turn. Or you can move over.
Can I move over? Did I not move this round? I didn't move this round. I just attacked and okay.
Just remember, if you move away from the enemy, you take an up attack.
In that case, I will not move. I will just stay where I am.
All right. Leaf.
I'm going to attack the cultist to the south of Brud.
All right. It's a hit. Also a hit. Nice. Doris, you're up.
Doris is probably wishing she picked up Spell Sniper.
If there's a choice between stab him and don't stab him, always stab him.
I'll take that advice and pull out a dagger of my own and follow Killian's lead.
I love Doris is now my new favorite character.
This may not be yours, but you can have it anyway.
So you're gonna throw it?
No, I'll duck into Leaf's square, stab him, and then pop back out.
All right.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
That's a miss.
At least
Oh,
you tried.
I guess not.
You tried.
Well, why did you do it at -2?
It wasn't his. Try the other one.
Oh, whoopsie, I have done it at -2, haven't I?
So
I was planning on shooting a spell from... Yes. Would 13 hit?
13 does hit, yes.
Balance out.
13 does hit.
Righto. Axe. Ah, I did it. Oh, now I know how Killian feels.
You did it! You did it!
Broad.
Right, smash!
And you hit.
Just so other people can come on in and I can move a little and attack the other guy. I know I can still do it. Yeah, that guy's not feeling good.
Galen.
All right there, buddy. You got this. You got this.
Move over here. Bop this guy in the head with my base.
You do?
And then I'm gonna make my spiritual weapon take the form of one of Killian's daggers.
All right. It also hits.
Because if there's a choice between stab him and not stab him, always stab him.
Yes.
All right. 2 is pretty focused here on Broad. Three, I think, sees you as a bigger hazard. But he misses. Killian.
Stab him.
You really see him as a bigger hazard? I mean, I killed... Whatever. I think you lost this.
Don't forget to... Can roll it with advantage. Because Galen is right there. It's a hit.
If I don't move, can I take a second attack?
That's
You
your bonus.
can.
Excellent. Then I'm going to do that. I miss.
But hey, at least you didn't get a 1.
No, that is super. So yeah, I'm like, he's like, oh, I think this big dude is a bit more of a threat than you are, and I'm like, I just killed 2. Oh, here, you lost this, and I stab him in the thigh.
It says you still hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw that as a hit, so I think you can
Was it
roll
a hit?
damage.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Oh,
because of the bless from Galen on you.
Right.
Yeah, it's automatically rolling the d4s for you.
and then I stab him in the thigh with another dagger because apparently he lost 2 of them.
But so that attack right there doesn't get your ability modifier, so it would have just done 1 point of damage to him, not 4.
I got it.
That's the difference when you're making an offhand attack.
Ew. Okay.
Unless you
Interesting.
have the
Plus
feat.
your bonus action, so you can't engage or dash.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I just wanted to keep, and my ability by saying that this other guy was more of a threat than I was, and he had to learn. There needed to be some learning going on.
Leaf.
I mean, if you had the feat do welder, you could use your modifier on your offhand attack.
Yeah.
But I don't. That's not my thing. However, I refuse to be insulted.
That one's a miss. That one's a hit.
That is a dead.
Doris.
And I'll move the rest of my action to step aside so that Doris can get a cleaner shot.
Nice.
Go get him, Doris!
I think Doris is going to use her dagger.
God, I hope so.
Well, she moved into melee. And that's a hit.
It's a hit.
Go, Doris!
I'm sorry, I trust my index a bit more.
Broad.
I'm moving towards the other one part of the pillar to smash.
All right. Uh-oh, guys, it looks like I may be losing some of you.
He dead!
Mm-hmm.
All right. All kinds of dead cultists. A statue
I'm moving.
with
grabbing
a
that
glowing scarab stone in it.
Yeah, I grabbed the scarab. Galen.
I would like to see if it's magic first.
I don't care, I'm grabbing it anyways.
I'll see if it's magic regardless.
You sense a lot of magic around that stone.
Excuse me, could I have a look at that for a second?
I give it to Doris and leave. You coming, Killian?
Right, I would like to do a history check on this.
I got lost there for a minute, but I'm back.
Oh, good. Were you here when we defeated the cultists?
I'm seeing it now.
Awesome. So we defeated the cultists and have retrieved the glowing scarab beetle, and Doris is investigating.
Oh my, I just rolled a 20.
Nice.
With
I'm
double
hanging out-
proficiency.
I'm hanging out with Doris, investigating the thing.
You're hanging out with Doris and hoping some of those rolls rub off?
Mm.
Yes, double
Yes, absolutely.
rolled 20. I am a good boy, maybe?
You're my favorite boy, Doris. My favorite boy. You stab him in the leg. You want to know why? Because you have the choice between stabbing them and not stabbing them. What do?
Use a hand axe.
Is Doris a
No!
female or a male character?
Doris is a dude.
Why
Named
is-
Doris, which I love.
Okay. That's what's throwing me off. I thought it was a woman.
No, that's the best part about being...
Please don't call me a woman! Let's call me Dora. Let's call me Dora. People usually do.
So, you look at the scarab stone that you have. It is glowing. It's red and it's scarab shaped. You believe that it is likely one of the icons that allow the cultists to control the scarabs that are infesting the runes. The stones are sacred relics to the cult, as well as to their master. And you think that possibly you need to get rid of the stones.
But these are artifacts. They belong in a museum.
You control stuff.
Well, I think if we remove them from the premises, it should be fine.
Excellent. I will put it in my bag.
No, I will keep it on me.
But Doris, I thought we were buddies. It has to go to the museum.
It will go to the museum, but I must see if it works first.
Yeah. Well, fine, as long as you promise it goes to the museum when we're done.
Hey, remember the guy
course.
in the beginning where the scarab crawled out of his throat?
And Killian, you think there was one in the statue's hand in the other room as well?
In the room up top?
The first room we were in.
The one in front of the slide, that statue, you think it had a stone in its hand as well? About the same size as the one Doris picked up.
Oh, cool. I'll be right back. As we're all running back toward the door where Leaf is, as everyone else passes it, I'm going to very quickly and dashingly, because I'm a dasher, run up the stairs, back to the statue, grab the other stone, and then come back down the slide again to run back into this other room.
All right, and Leaf is looking at the door in that time.
I'll take my time. He'll use his thing.
You don't believe that it is either locked or trapped.
I'll open it up.
I'll sneak up behind him and push him in.
Always stab them.
So in this room, you see a cult leader.
I shoot him.
Of course you do, because it's you've opened the door.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Should probably roll for initiative.
Hopefully you don't roll a disadvantage because I pushed you. Wow, I got a 0.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
minus 1. That's
Oh,
my
wow.
initiative.
Don't feel too bad. I rolled a natural one myself.
Yeah, but you don't have a negative to your initiative.
So, Leaf, as it happens, you are up first, so I imagine you are shooting.
Is there anything else remarkable or noteworthy about this mage? He's not like some half-demon monstrosity thing or something, as far as I can tell, is he?
You cannot see anything noteworthy about him, no.
I'm running in behind him and I'm going to sink a short sword into him.
Doris, you're up. That's a miss. right. Our mage. So many good actions. I think I'll save that for a minute because they'll all be in here.
I guess you're looking for the fireball spell.
I'm looking. He's got a lot of good choices, actually. I think, though, so far he's only actually noticed this one person, so he's going to target leave. Brud.
What did he hit me with? Just curious.
It's like a magic missile, I think, because I've seen D6s being rolled.
Yeah.
Or D4s.
Right.
D4s.
Brad's running
Well, magic missile would have had 2 more magic missiles with it, so.
And it was Firebolt.
Got
I'm going right behind, right on the other side of him. So he has someone else to deal with.
All right. And. Ooh, critical hit.
Well,
Nicely done, guys.
He went down like a sack of potatoes.
he is a mage.
And
I love it when things go down like sacks of potatoes.
as he goes down, his corpse is incinerated by a pillar of bright blue flame.
That's not good.
Ooh, fancy.
And
I'm
in
afraid
his
of what
place,
they roll.
what you see is the master.
What did you do, troll?
Nothing! Well, that new thing comes up. I still have an second attack to take.
All right.
Hit it! Real good.
Would that be an advantage or or normal? With it in the middle of us.
I'm going to allow advantage in the middle of you.
It appears to be flankated.
Right? Appears to be standing on you just a little, Leaf.
Tell it to stop stepping on your shoes, Leaf. They're pure snake skin, and it's ruining them.
Galen.
30. Running over there.
Yep.
Trying to figure out what. Right. Strength checks, dex saves. It's just advantage on checks. Alright, just gonna beat it with my ace. Or not. And
Not.
We'll go with that.
Killian. You just came down the slide. Whoop, and hear them hollering. Something about a spellcaster. Did I lose you guys?
Nope.
Now,
Still here.
now.
Okay. Phew.
That's me. I forgot to hit a button. So
We all do.
I'm gonna double dash. Normally it's 35 feet to get to the end of the hallway, and then if you do another 40 feet, it gets me exactly into Doris's square.
If you double dashing, you can move 75.
Yeah. So that's, I said it's 35 to the end of the hallway, and then 40 more feet for 75 brings me exactly to Doris's square.
You can actually move right in front of doors.
Nah, I'm gonna be at Doris's square. At which point, I hold up the scarab that I took from the other statue, and I'm like, here, this might help. And then I turn around and see this thing in the other room, like, oh, oops. And that's the end of my turn.
Is Doris the same size as you? You can't occupy her space if you're the same size.
Is Doris a gnome?
Yes, I am a gnome. And it's a he.
I will occupy. Yeah. Galen's screwing me up there. I will occupy this square in front of Doris.
Technically, halflings can't occupy anybody else's space. They can pass through it, but not occupy it.
No, they can actually stand in someone else in a larger creature space.
If the creature is larger,
The
they
racial-
can. But
The racial ability says they can pass through, not they can occupy the square. I mean, you may house rule it differently. That's a common thing that everybody seems to get confused on, but technically halflings can only pass through a larger creature's square. They can't end their movement within that person's square. It just, a side note, I'm not trying to hold anything up.
it's fine. Killian, did you have anything left?
No, because I had to use my move, my regular dash, and my special, my extra action dash to be able to get here.
Yep. Leaf, you're up.
Ta-da!
Leaf? No? Ah, good.
Perhaps targeting the creature would help.
Perhaps.
I had a target.
I can drop them on, though.
Did the second one hit or no?
Yep, all hits. Doris.
Don't you want this scarab, Doris? Take it.
Well, I'm not sure it'll be of much use, but sure, I'll take it.
And do what with it? That's a hit. All right, the Naga will bite. Bread. That's a hit. It's a critical hit. Sure, a lot of ones in that one.
You hit really, really hard, but do next to no damage.
So you've wiped out a Naga. Presumably you're going to loot the Naga.
Yes, we are.
And as they're doing that, I take a knee and use Preserve Life. And then I'll heal myself for 3.
Probably need to go down the hallway to the right too to check if there's another statue with an artifact over there.
The other staircase. Yeah, I was going to mention that. We should definitely go find that other staircase.
So the unfortunate thing here, guys, is we're closing in on our time. So you have defeated the big boss. You looted the Naga. You found a Scarab of Protection. I dropped it in the party sheet for you. Presumably you go down these other hallways and do find the 3rd Scarab Stone.
Okay.
That's the loot you're going to find in the adventure, the 3 Scarab Stones. But when you return to town, you would receive the 1,000 gold that the mayor promised you.
Yay!
And then
Sweet!
you will
So that's 200 gold each.
basically be returned to the Midwest Game Fest, and the gal who was there will collect all of the gear. Thank you for coming out, and offer all of you tokens to bring, like a coupon to bring to World of the Character facilities in the future for buy one, get one free. So if you bring a friend to the game, you get to play for free. Otherwise, it would normally have a cost behind it at one of the facilities.
Excellent. It's a great time. I feel much taller now.
Yes, I do as well. Also, fancy spin.
Yeah, much bigger fingers here too, and it's weird, I tell you.
Awesome, guys. It was a lot of fun. I want to thank you for coming out and playing today. I would like you to invite you all to come back and play. Next weekend I will be traveling, but the following weekend, Friday evening, Saturday during the day, and Sunday in the morning, I will be making available some game time to run some more World of the Character games. And posting up more information about that in my Discord chat shortly. So come on out and join us.
Cool. Thanks,
Sweet. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
I'll be sure to check it out.
Alright, so we got 3 more rolls.
No rolls for you.
No, I mean, whoever rolls the highest out of a 20 gets the Scarab.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, well, I rolled a 4 on a D4, so I think I win automatically.
Brad got a 17.
All right, Doris, you can re-roll that on a 20-sided die, please.
No, I don't want any of the Scarab.
Well, if you use this character again, you get that gear.
Yeah, I'm fine with the gear I have.
These are con characters. They don't get to come back to games. Nice try, though, Tebow.
Well,
Anyway,
Right.
if
But
the
an
game-
entirely new character of the same name could come into one of your games.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty. Thanks for the game. And see you later, audience.
Yes, thanks, guys. It's been great. Goodbye, audience.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys. All right. Thank you all for coming out to play. Oh, Killian? Yeah, Killian is.
pretty fun. And
wait,
Oh, yeah, I had a
Simon,
good time. Yes, sir.
if you ever